Jai Shri Ram, Shri Ram Vijaya, Chapter 11. One day Parshuram, having killed all the Kshatriyas on earth, came to the kingdom of Janak. He went into the palace with the king to take dinner, and when he came out after dinner, he found that someone had removed the dhanush placed by him at the court of the king. He was greatly enraged and said, "Who has taken my dhanusha? It is so heavy that it cannot be removed even by thousands of elephants." So saying, he came out of the court with the king to look for it, but to his great surprise, he saw the girl riding on it. No sooner did she behold her father than she left the dhanush there and ran away. Seeing this, Parshuram said to the king, "My incarnation is now over. Let the dhanusha be here. I now advise you to hold a swayamvar and marry your daughter to any man who will lift up the bow and break it off." So saying, Parshuram left for his abode. Soon after, the king held a swayamvar and invited to it all the kings and rishis on earth. "We too are going there only," concluded Vishwamitra. All attended the swayamvar, including Ravana, who came there without invitation. The king told the assembly that Sita would be married to any man who would lift up the dhanusha and break it off. Many kings attempted to lift it up. They all failed in their attempt. Ravana then stepped forward and loudly said with pride and vanity, "This bow is a trifling thing to me. I shall break it off in a second. I know you weak kings and rishis will not be able to lift it up. It is I who would lift up the dhanusha and break it off. Sita will be my wife and I shall be her husband." So saying, he began to lift up the dhanusha with all his strength and force. While he was lifting it up, it fell heavily on his breast, and consequently he panted for breath and implored others to help him. When Rama immediately removed it at the suggestion of Viswamitra and broke it into two pieces. Sita, who was seated all the time on the back of an elephant, put the garland in her hands round the neck of Rama when Ravana returned to Lanka with shame and confusion. Janak informed Dashratha of the Swayamvar and requested him to come to Mithila to celebrate the marriage of his son with Sita. Dashratha, full of joy, went to Mithila with his wives, sons and courtiers. Soon after, Rama was married to Sita and Urmila, Malati and Shrutakirti, the other daughters of Janak, to Lakshman, Bharat and Shatrughna respectively. Jai Shri Ram, Shri Rama Vijaya, Chapter 11 complete.